Hi, here we are at Andover Township Municipal Building, where we've just come out of a meeting with the Township Committee. Hi, this is Chuck Walsh, and this is update number 1 on the Lackawanna Cut-Off, where the Township of Andover, New Jersey has reached a tentative agreement with Hudson Farm to proceed with work on the culvert that has been holding up progress on construction for the Lackawanna Cut-Off now for several years, and as a result we expect to have more specific details to give you in 2 weeks. The committee met tonight and made the announcement, and also announced that they will need to adopt a formal resolution that will also add in details as to the cost of the project, which will be reimbursed by New Jersey Transit, by the way, so it's not a cost to the town. But what will happen is the agreement will allow access to the property on Hudson Farm, which we'll give in greater detail in Part 16 on the Lackawanna Cut-Off, which we'll be releasing within the next couple of weeks, so you should be looking forward to that. But in the meantime, just to let you know that there will be additional details that will be coming out, and overall the news is basically positive. Will construction start tomorrow on the cutoff? No. That is going to be something that's going to be emerging in terms of the construction schedule over the next, I would say, weeks and months. But I'd say at this point there's going to be a lot of pressure now to have New Jersey Transit move forward with the project. There are some constraints, but not the least of which is the Indiana bat restriction in terms of clearing of brush and trees and so forth. But overall this is a very positive step, and in terms of the permits that were being basically held up, which are traced back to the Department of Environmental Protection, the DEP, this is basically the last hurdle, which they talked about tonight as being the last hurdle. The only other hurdles will be basically putting out bids for contracts, and but that's a different type of hurdle. At least that now would be moving forward with the project construction, as opposed to where we're waiting for something like this, which seemed it was going to take much longer, and so this is a very positive step. So this is our update number 1. We'll be doing more of these as other announcements can be made on short notice. We'll try to keep these pretty short. But once again, I'd like to refer you back to Part 16, which I'll be releasing within the next, as I said, next couple of weeks. And that'll cover this in more detail. I'm keeping it brief as I can here, just to let you know. But but in any case, for the first time in quite a long time, some good news on the Lackawanna Cut-Off. Thanks for listening.